What should you be taking in your carry-on? Well, let's talk about the basics. These are the things that I typically take with me in my carry-on luggage, a few extra things that sometimes I bring, and just things that you should keep in mind that might make you more comfortable on your next flight. Hi, this is Kat, and I want to talk to you about TSA, things that make my flights easier and hopefully will make yours a bit easier too. First, let's start with electronics to bring in your carry-on luggage. Laptops, tablets and iPads, e-readers like Kindles. These are things that are really convenient to keep in your carry-on luggage. You want them fully charged before you go. That's the ideal solution. I know it don't always happen, but ideally they'll be fully charged when you leave, and they will be easily accessible so that you can take them out and a TSA officer can look at them. Often you're going to have to take those out and put them into bins, so make sure that you don't bury them down deep in your luggage because you want to be able to access them if you are required to take them out. Phones and chargers. Again, you want to have your phone nearby and you want it to be fully charged. Maybe you don't need it in your pocket, but you don't want it too far away from you, especially if you're going to use it to check in, to board your flight, any number of things that you're going to need to do with your phone, text your people, you know how it goes. So make sure that you have your phone available as well as your charger for your phone. Also, another reason to have your phone fully charged and ready to go is this might be the only form of entertainment you have on your flight. Now, I fly United all the time. That is my airline of choice. And often, if I'm on a flight where there is no in-seat entertainment, so there's no TV on the back of the seat, then I have to use my phone in order to watch movies, listen to audiobooks, play games. Portable chargers. You cannot travel with a portable charger in your checked luggage. They don't like lithium batteries under the plane. So make sure that you have checked that your portable charger is fully charged and ready to go. So that way, in case your phone dies, because I've had this, sometimes you're at the airport for a really long time and you look down and you're like, oh, I'm at 20%. You don't have time to charge because now they've said you've got to board. So the portable charger may be just the thing you need. So that way you don't have to worry about whether or not the seat charger is going to work. Portable charger will save you from all that drama. So make sure you look into that and have that ready to go and easily available. So again, you're not digging around in your bag trying to find it. Toiletries, makeup. So things like toothpaste, face moisturizers, hair gels, anything to freshen up during your flight, those all have to meet the 311 TSA rule. And that's the liquids rule, which means for every one passenger, you are allowed 1 quart-size bag, and in that bag, every liquid container has to be 3.4 ounces or smaller. So you definitely want to look and feel your best while you're on the flight, but all those liquids still need to meet that 311 requirement. Hand sanitizers and wet wipes. There will not ever be a time that you don't benefit from having hand sanitizers and wet wipes. You're eventually going to have to touch the restroom door, or you're going to have to touch the tray in front of you if you need to put a snack on it. Put your phone on it to watch a movie. So bring your wet wipes, bring your hand sanitizer, wipe things down. It's just to feel cleaner and fresher and to freshen up your space. Keep in mind, each aircraft is going to be cleaned before you get on. The turnover between flights is often very short. So you want to bring your own wet wipes and your hand sanitizer just for your benefit. Medications. If you need them, you want to bring them with you in your carry-on luggage. So that would be prescription medications, over-the-counter medications. I've had situations where I was absolutely fine one minute, and then the next minute I had a banging headache. So I was very happy to have ibuprofen with me. And that also helped because no flight attendant was allowed to give me any sort of medication, even though it was an over-the-counter thing. So I highly recommend keeping those sorts of things with you. If you have questions or you're not sure because it's a liquid or something, then you can always check on the TSA website or contact them in advance to be sure that you've done everything you need to do before you go. Personal items, books, magazines, journals, it's very good to have those things with you. Sometimes you do run out of battery and there's just no way out of it. You know, your portable charger, you've used it all up because you're on a super long flight and there was no way to recharge your charger. So this is when it can be very helpful to have these kinds of items with you. Sometimes I find that I'm writing in my journal the countries that I've been to or the plans that I have when I arrive where I'm going. I just get bored. So if you don't have a magazine, then there might be one in the seat pocket in front of you. But I highly recommend you bring something that you know you're going to like, so that way you can be sure that you can relax and unwind. If you don't bring it, then you may not like it. So don't overdo it. But, anything in addition to your phone to keep you entertained is a good idea, just in case all things with batteries die on you. Snacks. I definitely recommend, if you can bring some snacks with you for your next flight, that you do. You may not need a lot of them, but it can be helpful to have. I used to pick on my aunt. She would be like, "Oh, I love taking bell peppers with me when I travel." I was like, "Who's eating bell pepper on a flight?" I was like, wow. I did this because we had extra in the fridge, and I was so glad because I needed a snack, and I was tired. I was like, I don't want another bag of chips, and I don't want any more crackers. But you want to bring a snack that is going to be, something that you like, and something that can get through TSA security, so keep that in mind as well. But it's very helpful to have some snacks of your own and cheaper than anything you're going to buy at the airport. An empty water bottle. This comes in very handy. Since you cannot take a full-size water bottle filled with water through TSA security, you can take an empty bottle and fill it up as many times as you like after you get through security. Other essential items like your ID, your wallet, your passport, your boarding passes, if you have printed boarding passes. Make sure that you have those in your personal bag or your backpack. You do not want to put that in your carry-on bag because there is always a chance that you will be asked to check your carry-on bag and then get it at the next gate when you land. So definitely put it in your personal bag or your backpack. This will save you a lot of time and energy, and make sure you check and know where it is. I'd rather you check too many times and know where it is than to shove it down in the bottom and you think you've lost it, only to sit down and find that you were there with your passport or your ID the whole time. By knowing where it is, you can breathe a sigh of relief. It's one less thing to worry about. A jacket or sweater. You want to be able to stay warm. Now, I admit, sometimes when you get on a plane, it is hot, boiling hot. And then once you take off, all of a sudden, it's like you're in Antarctica. It is so cold. It is so cold. So my advice is bring a light jacket or a sweater to wear on the plane. You just don't know when it might come in handy. And if you like to carry a blanket or shawl, that's also very useful because then you can wrap it around your neck or, it's just easy to travel with and maybe more convenient. This is just a basic overview. If you want to see more items that you can bring with you on the plane, you can check out the TSA.gov website as well as the My TSA app that you can put on your phone. Both have a lot of really useful information and will get you what you need so that you can be on your way and know that you've got some really good stuff in your carry-on luggage. Now, these are the essentials that I could think of. If you have other things that you like to travel with or more details about something I talked about, I would love to hear from you. Let me know in the comments below. Any questions? Definitely want to know what those are as well. If you want more information about TSA, things to keep in mind as you prepare for traveling, check out my other videos.